each week during this segment, we give each panel member a chance to say what's on their mind. Tom, what's on your mind?
Well, I'd just like to give a shout out to the people at Hospice of Washington County. I happen to be one of their volunteers, one of the things I do. But it was their 35th anniversary recently, which they just celebrated. And, they're actually have quite a few clients. It's pushing 300 now, on a weekly basis, that the regular clients. And I don't know how many people I have met. I'm very surprised. When I talk about working with them, they'll say, oh, well, my relative or so-and-so, we had hospice come in. The people that own one of the local stores, I had no idea that they were coming in to their parents, and I have never heard really a bad word about them in the last 3-4 years.
With my dad.
Yeah, and they're wonderful people. I love the people I work with there, and I'm happy to see that they're going to do the Dewey's house.
Yes.
My brother actually died in the one outside of Towson, a very similar hospice setting. That's how I got involved. But it's a marvelous thing, and I just like to give a shout out to them because I wish more people would consider doing that. Not everybody can,
Right.
but it's
Happy 35th to them. Yeah.
Absolutely. Carl?
I'd like to give a shout out to downtown Hagerstown. Last weekend they had a prohibition party and it was just wonderful. They had hundreds of people literally in the grand ballroom, and just dancing away to 1920s related music. You had a lot of young couples in their 20s. You had older couples in their 70s out there. Had some guys show up in their zoot suits and flapper dresses. It was just great. And downtown Hagerstown is devoted to bringing folks to downtown and making it entertaining. And every month they're going to have an event, so watch out for the next one. It is on the 14th of next month. It'll be a fall festival downtown.
Good. Well, Bob, this time around I get the last word.
You do. You think anyway. Hey, listen, I want to give a thumbs up to Dirk Schultz. He's the pro out at Beaver Creek. He's 50 years old now, so now he can play in the seniors program of the PGA, and he actually qualified to play in the senior PGA championship to be held next year, May 24th to the 29th, at the golf club at Harbor Shores in Benton Harbor, Michigan. So congratulations to Dirk for making the cut. I tell you, I watched this guy one time down at Yinglings, and I've known Dirk a long time, and I watched him one time down at Yinglings, and where my drives ended, his were still going up. I mean, he was hitting 350 yards easy, and it amazed me. I still don't know how he does it. So
Awesome.
But I know he's he's worked all his life toward this, and congratulations on being 50 and making the cut.
Excellent. Well,
I'll be watching it.
Watching it. And my shout out, I'll follow the theme here and go with a shout out, goes out to the Hagerstown Community Garden. So we're coming up on, this is a project that has been very near and dear to me. It's actually a project that I ran for the city. We're coming up at the end of our first season. We're looking at being booked up next year again, and hoping to actually open more gardens across the city. So it's something that is near and dear to me. I think it's one of the projects that's gone pretty well this year.
Yeah.
And we'll be getting a fence in the next few weeks, so it's very exciting.
Looks like a bunch of weeds there now.
Well, not for the most part.
He was just trying to get the last word.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah.
He's trying to slip.
Don't let him. Don't let him.
I'm just teasing you, buddy.
That's all the time we have for
Congratulations,
tonight.
you got the last word.
That's all the time we have for tonight, but we hope you will like us on Facebook at facebook.com/The Flipside. Follow us on Twitter or email us at feedback@theflipsidetv.com. And be sure to join us again next week for another visit to The Flipside.